Sebatana, enter ofu. Eji ahobu eni. Neki kebi asiasubiye. Inti asemena use. Yesu gane iye. Anya sape da chinchirima. Beba bebu yenfo. Minia susu brebe pebi. Wabwa gana. Nagana beyo. Eyeyo bebrebe nwara. Susu brebe pebi. Wabwa gana. Nagana beyo. Eyeyo bebrebe nwara.
Awuzafo mamunyina adwo anwumre so edam ase sabre na ngotwe apansema aduonu ngotwe peace 104.3 dwumadie at the platform ya the broad dwada na ukuada ebra no ngotwe kasebo no akọ na wiye evreme nana ya kesseh ubetimi afreme the cardinal me na medi ho chiame Isaac Odro Patricia Sefa Fisher Elizabeth Ejin Prince Bafo Asamoah Samuel Apia ena Man Sadat ena ahihye ena medi ho chiame anwumrei baby awo do afide na to piece FM bia yada mo ase wunyante ya ena no Manchester United etwi Liverpool abo so papa Liverpool twa ne ho ba bia ntwa ai sa na Man U ye niema ya wunsu ye man ya wukra na nye Liverpool a enti 2 osisi ado ya bosen sadat ya bosen
68 minutes in the was see.
And can score line nature omo. Saying
2-0 flat.
Okay, flat. Aha. Eti mo amoni jagudie hono sa na ekono. Yeso so ya transe ba be ye aman yosem ni nyina ye nsam ebeboa ma oman no etu empon na akọ enkan. Ena nwumrei me wo menua ma mienu, menua ma ho fefo mienu. Ellen Amadaku e wo ha sei. Ena afi Aisha Al Hassan menua ma mienu nene me ne wo mo ahia ye bedi nkomo e de afa oman Ghana ho. Before that mama yemfa speedy recovery ema me ameba Elizabeth Ejin enu motofuo ya wo kan omasem a enken motofuo ya wo kan omasem a enken Lizzie akọ hospital akọ na downfo a oyare o twam wa pie free hospital ho kra twam na wa fa taxi akọ moto yi free sada don sa style na mo ya no apagya moto nanim no kosoro en wa apagya moto nanim kosoro sa se hospital nanim on speed ramp bi ho za kwa nanim ti tai na ba boss speed ramp na sa na
too fast ro
akwa na tu kosoro sa na moto no gye ne nsam
oh bradia
ti ono be bo form no en ono ani padua no be pim lizi no chale me ba na pra
oh we no be pra
oh me ba na pra we
pra eno zongo fo no frɛ no adaga ne wo pagya ni busa no
sawo but chale enyo moto fo no se si apa chale bebe moto na bedu no na no memenda baby amefa kofie se o ma paki moto no bankum ni fa nyina ma se wo ye list cross abetwu ka na me se bra konchen kakra na me so ntweme
obedi watem
o se fa nkwa asem ko no akatapila kra fa ha
obedi watem na
akwa no ono odwane ka ono o ame sese wodwene ho wonti ase wodwene ho wonti ase samotofui almost special campaign beba but time no nyanso but Man Sadat
nana
Charlie net say
nana nyamyadom
mafi wo
nana meso mafi pa
asa mi hu be 1 month ni
yenya konya twetwe nkomo ache kakra
sao
meso mafi pa wo mafi nana
na ekrom te say
nana krom dia se bejuo
eno ne asem
se bejuo
na dia na ma krom nyo
nana enye special prosecutor ma mimi ka na asem Kwesi Peter
was ase dia bebiu ma
Kwesi Peter hwehwemu na ama krom akwakọ edeja
was enye ne den
nana nka me de eno hwehwemu akwakọ ye fa la bianca ne saga ye hu no mimi hu se are didi wateki a nice step nti me majo se na nka meti asikrum na me Ghana fa twehwe nkomo anya hwe no kisa jaben o se ne dwumadi ase no eyi emu ani badam steps bia wateki no o ye adwuma tina kan pese me Ghana fa kase na me bibisa wo mo se kisa jaben dwumadi a odi no ohu ni sen
ne dwuma odi no good ohu ni sen anya hwe kro ne nim se new jaben MC
aban power na nkoka say MC for no assembly for no nto so aba na so oto no so aba e begina tu
also akotua bribe
good bribe ketuatua bi kokko so ho no no say Jabi we take step ohun entire day it was a good initiative say no say about to be ba be koso and I say appointment bi koso na hu kohia say ye endorse so and I say ye to so aba say ketua bi mpo be koso omu a eya na amanfo no o me very careful kakra cause hu kotuatua sika and I saw them go for kusha ko kan sembe ni ko say kan e pie montin so betimi ayeshi nti end of the day kesseh Jabi step no take you concerning Jabi MC Alexafo Kantanka one case no me I saw say it was very nice initiative nti me ne Ghana for kasafa ho 2002 former public procurement authority CEO ajenim boati na je
2000 okay
yes ono so no and say ni case be concerning office bia o create your side his office na
almost ono ane company na the company
exactly how dey ni illo bi na kwotena no and so kesseh Jabi tis asem na wantana ne to so otu ho na mo very nice initiative and na afensu so no yankasa the only say in Ghana politics Sir John ono so onya ne ba bi koye no na we beton montin so and so no kesseh Jabi take a step e ko die high court say nkebe ya yen freeze na asset and I say on freeze Sir John asset na ko onya hwehwemu enhwemu na chi na se bibia Sir John dia why not the family no they have right over it but say nya ne dia state in the sabeto so young granted that permission but then he also took a step and nana the latest one ayeka ho aseni concerning the GRE any Labianca madam Asoma Hene die no etini nyina no meka bo me na msi de bi o se etimi ne Ghana for kasa and then the special prosecutor Kesseh Jabi ofiri dwumadi ase no ontena ho obu adwuma pa etini dwumadi a wodi no
ni dwuma wodi no
ni juma odi no Ghana fo ehu ni sen na Ghana fo kire wadwen afan bo na baso but empempi na ya na ekame akwa yese okay corruption ne koso yate ye de ensa to ye hwehwem eno anu ne ye hu ye nti ho
ye nti de besi
yes eno ene major concerns of Ghanaians right now oh yeah juma of course 1 2 3 4 obetima boboso now so ekokosi sen
eno ni asam no me special prosecutor that number one point in many JPA because for once I thought that a young man opportunity to also tell Ghanaians the obetimi aye e de abo man I was happy obaye send the Jumase office obaye say baby a Aisha tia na obaye no ne chamanji no abetwetwen komo kika kan sem ni ade a Sir John case no anamo no otu ya na me say brei baby ode kon so obekon sa obeti sa Sir John case ne de utin and I'm sure say so no atrase na osan ebu nkompoko na chihwe ne ma oyeye o Sir John de no ho nyina obo hu say utin kire say me de nya case na de court no per se me catch them that issue statement say we freeze Sir John account am say no special you don't have that right unni say to me onye court
okay
say wo ye court dia ene ye close court e wo ma mu nyina ne mfa ma wo
okay
unya asema enti hu say ententema no no asan ba na eche no say afi na me de court akopetumi special prosecutor you don't have that right ese say wo ti ase
yes
oh yeah obi a wonnim mra ese say say dey common e basic ese wo ti ase eneja ode ne nam so saa na ode koye wo di asem court na judge na ka kire o say special prosecutor emra na wudi gina so a wode Sir John ba court no sa mra no enye no na sese nka wugina so ba wo se ubu afu
Kesseh Jabi be ka say
me se profu bia wo twro ye pa fa judge no ho no ho enam si o
say maame no wan tina si
ono
isa na Kesseh Jabi sa be ka ba say maame na tina si
isa that unya time ho justice afia se wasare botwe
yes
pe
waka na asema
penny judgment
waka na asema kire me
penny judgment a wo de penny judgment ni bi na ready na hwese na osi argue ni case fa enti ada special prosecutor person kire say o de asem kokoto a chinchina chense odi be mana loss ana mo ye no
na debi
say wonim say wo asem na wo de ko no che say ni so obi aka ho bibia de a ene wo ya na oba ya wo say me hwe case we say mti wo wadi for ma jeli upek na jeli nipa no but ye wo mra na se fani say so how okay mo na wo hwia mo mra o de onko court ne enkohwe ti me da okoya ajeje na ka che tro no tutunu ba bi na me say
you saw it coming
I mean o pre o ye be ma dodo ekunja wo adwuma na e de ahye ne nsa no e ye adwuma papa Now for me, I'll be very happy. In fact, I'll be the most happiest. So or succeed or office no. But you see, yemfa bufu ontwe manso.
Okay.
Wo de bufu ontwe manso wo be di for.
Okay.
Untenable.
Na is true bufu de yemfa ontwe manso na na hu say sa case ya hu no. Ama Jerry commissioner.
Canada
na Mishadai.
Mishadai, okay.
Aye. On do ba be ka say enhwehwemu a prosecutor person wo ye no on de watadechi. Na so no Reverend Damwa
Colonel Damwa retired.
Colonel Damwa de ono do baby ogina no one ogina o.
Okay, said the ten say.
Aye.
Asem na yela Bianca case no.
Yes.
Damwa na se direct na de ni si.
Na de ni si ye. Na de ni si.
Enti no. De osu na niwa.
Okay. Na say no na Uncle Martin Abidu. Ono so what can case no na ama say no the whole thing.
What else Abidu ka kire no?
Aye.
What else mo ka kire?
Aye. Na ama ade no say no akwakoye prekesen. But na problem Ghana for ni Canada mo wo no. Say of course kesseh jabin why no findings. And then they will know they are betuja. So you have every right to be responding. But in doing so, no, do you have to attack the person's age?
No, that's wrong.
Yes.
It's wrong. It's uncalled for. It's unacceptable.
So it's as if say Keno Damwa.
The same thing I make actually.
The
same thing I make actually. You know, kesseh jabin. Ebi me say wo de abufu otwe manso a wo di for. Wo de abufu.
Then I do who say Keno Damwa de abufu and they respond.
Oh, that's a abufu. Obviously, obi onim Keno Damwa obi anim say e abufu. Abufu na dey react nti. Ono na nkasa minim say ono a wonya opportunity to respond again in cases like this are on kasa asem no.
Okay.
Onye and how dey metiasie. But you see, me special prosecutor or try dey ahun. Me pe pa argument what the points and argue nya say ye kan na wo kan bi keke. O trouble for me to hwe ne brofo no din me say papa we. Papa yi adwuma de wo pepa say wo be ye o nanso de wa o sipre no wan hwe a obekodu ye babo na hwe odu o. Hwe ti brofo bi. The Office of the Special Prosecutor has commenced investigation into suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses in respect to auction sales of vehicles and other goods by the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority between July 1st, 2016 and July 15, 2022. On 19th August 2022, the Special Prosecutor directed the Commissioner of the Customs Division to produce the following to the Office of the Special Prosecutor before 30th September 2022. Particulars and clear description of all auction items, the quantity of all auctioned items, the prices at which the items were auctioned, the date at which each item was auctioned, the full names, address, and telephone numbers of successful bidders at, me tia me nyalo, me nko, LLB minye bida. Me no betwe manson wo ne me betwe manson wo se me nsesa me document emfa mrew na fa ko case tia me ka me de beko this you see sa niema we a wo bi sei wo hu ya de na wo gina so kan say wo hu so say corruption related cases.
Okay.
Me basic question no.
Okay.
Se wo hu sa niema we a wo bi sa no a opa court na file na ka kire for court for say on produce special prosecutor on produce that document no in court. Say court to compel Canada money Ghana Revenue Authority fine. Court to compel o mo a obetimi produce but say wo de me court wo ne me ba betwe manson wo wie ya wo say me documents na ekuta me na me de madwuma no me mfa mrew me me ka kire
na ya kan say right information bill enya adwuma wa ha
e wo hwan ho
e wo special prosecutor or request for right to
and to apply oh
okay.
Apply.
Okay.
She. Oh yeah. So that as I'm na nya bokosa o because baby oni party oye na adwuma okuta ni din na wo say dream obia ni ho a concern ya wabo se de akura wo hia na aka so wabo be ka se ne kura menum bi on te ase ma enti ansa na wo beba out beba be ka che ne say sadat wadwuma wo ye mahu ketasehye ni dream de bi wo mu no okay na wo wanyina so a kire say what the babon thing as that intimi yin ho ano
okay
say so me na me produce document na ma never ko case ti ame
okay
special prosecutor nya butro nyabutre na ade no me yemu a anka obe succeed me yemu anka obe succeed and I really want that man to succeed. I really want him to succeed because case ade pa me person special prosecutor ade ba ko wie sa cases where on fa nanim hwemu pa ye galamsey galamsey ka political parties are kesseh go be gu Ghana. I'm telling you. I want this man to succeed. Surely I want him to succeed. But it does not mean say kwan na wonam so na nya me enka nkyere.
Okay.
Because your person succeed in tina baby a wo kɔ no ye kra enya lawyer for eti akira ye hwɛ no. Na ye hu na enye efe na ye ka kyerɛ say special kwasipite tobo. O de tobo. You say you are not in a hurry. Obi am for so say in 1 week or 2 weeks time went me anya hwe ya. Ye be chew. Me kra de bibi te say auditor general's report.
Aye.
Hey, uhun niema na bia otumu se Ghana ye wo ska o afeda mate ye tisika so come dey na se ska dey wo bi nkofo hwe
You go wrong places.
oh Charlie,
It's true. It's true.
maza that nyamete ase governor te baako
Then an document special prosecutor or request no any right.
me dem nka se nye right ba me dem se me yanka me fama no
Then I pass so and I say the responsibility and the function as office no. I say ye pesi etieti aso saa o. Ana na hu ni saa.
Dia na ogina so a ohun ye nti all can say wo hu corruption related activities e wo customs on. Ana on me question ase.
Nana meti ase.
O ba ye me na me ye platform. O say nana ya kese. O platform na wo ye no. Ma hu say wadwuma mu na ho. Dia na wo hu ye.
Okay.
Nti koka na me mbra court na me fa dance ye mbra court ho. Ba se me mfa ma wansa na wako court ho. O de asem American da on bebu asem na court no so o ti de kwa mpa da on bebu a o de obeti. O ba kasem ka kire o. Oni mbo ayo nsu ni hwe.
Okay. Okay.
Nti Ghana no obi a pese ye subsidy o na ye mfa mra. Pata papio to ho.
Emra
Ye de mra na ro. Pata papio to.
Okay.
Ya nyumtu ni pata pa o. Ya nyumtu ni pata pa. Me se pata papio to.
Ya de mra na ro.
Ye de mra. Na ero.
Okay.
E ho asem no no.
Yo nana.
Nti de ma me na unu ama no twetwe nkomo. Na ye be kwa aba. Ko ba so be hu se bibia be fine. Why?
Martinana.
You man said that.
No.
Nyameti asibi you why? Okay. And then you may medical catch him say minia mam you know Ellen Amadeku ewa ha sei na Aisha Al Hassan. Ellen Majo.
Rapping.
Now what is say?
Pacho me hu yo.
Ho ye pa.
Nyame adom me hu ye pa.
E de nyame ase. Aisha.
Yes.
Now what is say? Net is say.
Nyame adom boko na won so e.
Ah boko. Na dey see ehia ho.
Ah ehia first time.
Ah ehia. Ananu mi unza oti Metro TV so me ma baba so wan shut down the game.
Yeah sure.
Wan fi me.
Debi me call Metro then na
enya. Ah na enye wa.
Ebe me na me wo ho anope.
Wa, debi wo dey say debi a wo dey ye me. Wo dey wo me ma baba ya wan fi me nti wo dey me you as. Me you adi kra. Ana enye wa. Na you Abigail wen.
Abigail ya
akwambia menza. Oho.
Ah we tu kwan kaka.
Aha. Kache nse me hwehwe no.
Ma te me kache.
Me hwehwe nyesa. Wanyini ho dia mema special prosecutor be hwehwe na ma. Anyway, mo parties mo boko, mo fie mo boko, mo dwuma mo boko de.
Bibia boko, krom na ayehye. Apart from that, dia hoden de ye will be kakra.
Krom ayehye.
Sika ni ye botom. Dia ma ye ho ayehye papa ye ho papa.
Sa. Oh, krom ye hye
na ayehye mo.
Na utietie mo na mo se die ntina krom ayehye sa.
Ah. Na se wa we ni tia de ekọ. Hey. Ye be sorry anopa bia ye be kwadwom. Ni atu ni amam. Anopa me ko se me koto ayi. Peacock rice. 75 Ghana cedis na yeto no.
Eno ye kilo sen?
5 kg.
5. Peacock.
Me do market wholesale price. 80 Ghana. It's not retail price very saying. 85 Ghana just within a space of 1 week. 10 Ghana cedis. And I bet that's so.
Okay.
Nti krom dia ayehye papa. Ayehye.
I see. But and then common na ye di no. ye hwe asetenam kurom ankasa wo ka se ayeshi what are we not doing right? Dear nama kuruma here, dear nama is a muchere abba, dear nama will be as soon as no.
Well, near ama weni na bano. Yes, I know the government of the day hasn't been able to take blame for the ekosuni na. The yetiane say Russia-Ukraine war, COVID, Russia-Ukraine war, COVID. But the fact of the matter is, or you're part of the problem. And the government of the day refuses to admit the problem. Ain't it unadmitted problem, no? Who said this is the problem? It is becoming difficult for the government of the day to find solutions. Because before I was finding solutions, no, I was able to identify problem. Problem you saw see a bit or say external factors. Name says a problem out of external factors. Not usually wouldn't influence external factors. Inti aban we person catch say no hwe ni ho betimi ayede age because factors affect your mind na ho hia no external. Inti is because the aban of the day no we refuse to identify the problem cause yen ahokyere no.
Okay. But all as political watchers obia uko jom ne se na osie no, what do you think is the real problem?
Problem ne dey your foundation in enye. Your foundation in a sense your importation no is becoming too much. Now we need so much dollars to be able to import. And it is affecting our city. Okay. It is weakening the city.
Okay.
Importation is becoming too much. Recently, news item amihuye. You see, in a year, Ghana imported tomatoes $99.5 million annually. Tomatoes. Why should it be so? With this kind of importation, the amount of money you're investing into importation, how do we strengthen our city?
Okay. Definitely,
city ni very weak. Apart from tomatoes, nyama bebre wo ha ye imported. Unfortunately, importation is becoming too much. Poultry reports say 90% of poultry ye imported. Why should it be so? Ye work conducive environment ya ebetimi di are ye mmoa ni bibi ombe survive. Ni aye domestic poultry wa ha. Nso anye bi ni ehu. Bibi akoye importation. So ama ye one district one factory planting for foods and job eni nyama na akoye mere slogans. Anye bibi a ya visualize ya actualize it. Unfortunately I mere slogans ye can wa keke. Because a Greek minister crab catcher and say promises ni bi wo ha omo ye no. Just idea bi keke like bibi omo ka it wasn't to implement. A Greek minister about the catcher.
Sir.
Yes.
O se de he na ye
may kai the particular one but catcher say some of the promises are more the intention was not to implement it, but like I said, they were putting it forward to see how it will go, but there were no plans to implement it.
Are you serious?
I think yes. If you go on Google right now, I'm sure say you get that story.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Our Greek minister Abekache says some of the policies, the intention was not to implement it. If the intention was not to implement it, then definitely we are heading into a ditch. Because adena ko mere sloganeering plans be anywhere you put it in place see ebe carry out your promises enti ahunchira ba ko etwi kobre me be na it's because of say we didn't really take your promises promises MPP for the Ghana they didn't really take it serious. They didn't really take it serious.
Okay, two questions. First of all, waka importation, waka into scra tosi aya import to the abaga na im ene ade wojiri se enkeden na ban ebetimi aye de sisa importation anokwan.
Okay. The anka ban betimi aye. Ene say obe adopt domestication. Say anka ya ye betimi eduadua niama wo ha. When it comes to agriculture. Ya ye betimi ebie factories a niama ye krade ba no. Ye betimi producing locally. Unfortunately, no, that is not happening.
Okay.
Unim, this tomatoes asema ameka ye. Somewhere 2015, His Excellency, former President John Dramani Mahama, started BBI friend greenhouse project. That was in 2015. Upon pay about $1,046,000 into the greenhouse project. Or started with the 74 of the greenhouse project plus one nursery, making 75. Unfortunately, about we buy a handy over man. Ya share them bibia and that greenhouse project no because of a all year round production it would have reduced your importation of vegetables, to say tomatoes, melons, and nyama. Unfortunately, nini na ya abandon ama all that money abai no ede it has gone down the drain. So these were some of the vision nanka John Mahama ede tu akwemu say ye betimi I implement it na maniama akoye so that the importation of these tomatoes are annually etimi imported tomatoes up to a tune of $99.5 million na nanka if not say ye imported crank it will reduce drastically at least. Again, this same issue of importation a weaken ye city and then ma ye John Dramani Mahama enya vision be say ye imported sugar power back room ha enti nka ye revamp Commander Sugar Factory ni etimi de sa sika no a ye di import no ahyem ni ye de I invest into Commander Sugar Factory a ebe reduce importation and also aban we buy ye hand it over man no or make it all sort of excuses and ojai Commander Sugar Factory esi ho the excuse are no ye say and can never see a dear sugar cane answer ye factory no yes, we've argued a lot about it. Say I was a factory because sugar cane there 6 months and ye didn't. And to say no cry granted said this excuses are my cry and no cry. How many 6 months and I buy way oh nyaye since I hand over power man? How many 6 months? Ne 6 months na ba. Nso ye hu hwe. So ade na kwaya say mere rhetorics. Akwaya mere promise. Akwaya mere just accusations. Enti no wonya wadwen say wo to our predecessor ade a all yes so because at the end of the day no credit ne ba ebekwa ama no. But what we have failed to realize they say credit no come no cry at the end of the day no omai no yes ye ho toyen
me pesa be bisa
easy ni amama ye.
Okay o can say time I will share o can say I will say enema mu ayedin but Abino is refusing to admit that problem no oka hu bi and am apologize na oka.
Yes,
good. O say biana I say me so me hu say this for mo so mo you are also refusing to admit say Commander Sugar Factory mo ye inform so because no serious person on why na adwen say one adwuma ni me memu me pese me bie a factory na man kofo adwuma ye afi me kra esuchire dodo me pese me bie adwuma na ye de ja esuchire na ye import na obeka say me si factory na si ho na me sisi ho a echire ma bedu ya hwede knowing very well say Commander ho na wo koye sa factory no eyempoa no enade e na ode kwakwa factory tell and where betimi asim any ade. So which one would have been easier? Any enko be can say
Nana Kesseh.
Yes, yeah.
It's on record. There is nowhere in the world you see sugar factory. You see you planting way sugar cane as you see factory. Nowhere. If there is any such sugar factory, you see in any part of the world, you planting sugar cane, awaiting the building, Nana ya okese catch me. There is nowhere in the world, and I don't think if it's a Commander Sugar Factory, will brainchild, idea say will be see Commander sugar factory, obeka chem say will dua, sugar cane at one answer. What shall I say? Wo be pesika as erect building out the factory. No, it's not done. Okay. See factory no per plant no. After all, it takes only 6 months for the sugar cane to grow. Okay. Only 6 months, and I don't think this wear and tear. Will kesseh sugar we Commander Sugar Factory. Eben epoanuntino. There will be wear and tear and rust and all that intino. And can we see a start to see a planting way answer. Definitely, even after you started production, the wear and tear will happen. It will definitely happen. So that cannot be an excuse. See factory ni per plant. No say you are good to go. Then the people can start planting. Almost planting 6 months. And yet any duration be abeka chem say 6 months is so long say yenti me and bibi reasonable. And I maybe say about we buy how many 6 months na we nya granted say enough reason cry say ana excuse cry say was saying ke dua sugar cane and CNC factory how many 6 months na ban we enya you hand it over ma adenti na ontimi invest into sugar cane growing ama on start a Commander adenti so we are own problem. Okay, these are some of the problems that we fail to identify. When we hear John Dramani Mahama, now pencil, once near cra, and this happens near cra gas out of the vision, and no investing as much as $1 billion into a tiabo. Senabe a young say me produce gas. That initiative alone is saving about $300 million annually just from gas importation. That's how much it's saving. So these are some of the visions. Expect to see Ranado Danko Kufuado. Edibeto Akwemu to cut down on some importation. Unfortunately, because of Otwanya mana abanda dan esha say ndc abanda esha say credit be kwama ndc abantinom we ja bibia mu agu ho. And the consequences is what we are facing today, because ono ankasa ne so far me share dem hu initiative bia wa ye to curtail importation. Like I've said, 1D 1F no acquire mere sloganeering. Unfortunately, that's what it has become. And at the current state of the economy, no, it has proven, say indeed, 1D 1F a mere sloganeering, because BBI actualizing now, and COVID by and anka Russia-Ukraine war by no, and the shock will not hit us that much. But it's because your foundation is weak. We didn't have a robust economy like Yerabawumia made us to believe. There were no good measures, they two in place to curtail this shock. Okay. Because look, Sauka's external factors, I know there is something we call SWOT analysis. In everything you do, we draw a SWOT analysis. We examine it with strength, with weakness.
Your
opportunities and the threats. The threats are usually external. It may affect you. Now those threats, no, the intensity I bet media hit you, depending on how well you are able to anticipate and prepare your home. How well are we putting measures in place? In case say be secret in the near future and taking me too much by surprise, and then taking me unawares. At least semi resilient economy and then that be external factor be to say Russia-Ukraine war now COVID hitting me. Me absorb shock ni be some way somehow. Unfortunately, a by way it has proven from your current state said they didn't take the threats, external threats serious. We didn't even anticipate it. And if you're a manager and you are running an economy and you don't even consider your external factors, I hear threat, I bet me I hate your economy, and you sit down aloof and you got so much hit by this crisis to the extent say the only country betimi boast say okay chom Sri Lanka when it comes to
currency, no?
Yes, currency. Then it's sad. It shows how weak our economy was even before Russia-Ukraine war and COVID. And I think the country director for is the World Bank. Eddie can catch it.
You mean IMF?
IMF, sorry. Country director Eddie can catch it say yes. COVID affected some way somehow, but before COVID, no, we were heading into a ditch, and that was a clear indication of how weak the economy was even before COVID. It's not affecting so much, no, because if not really, say in Ghana penna COVID hating, and Ghana penna Russia Ukraine war affecting, but then the whole world, yani currency is so weak to the extent say, wo amaya currency are weak. In recent times, anka na yenim se Ghana anka Africa wo kan ye kan ho bi. Say say second after Sri Lanka. It shows clearly
that
say na your economy ne enye robust. There were no shock absorbers. The fundamentals were so weak.
Okay. Yakoba, I mean, but you about Ellen, so say we are around 2 questions maybe I want to say. Kababia ye way NDC and waha, what will you do differently? What will you do differently? Yaba and no question pacho enti fatwa. Ellen.
Mamma wajo. Me met here for you na ajo. Manya cold kakra enti mo fa nche me omu a.
Sadate ne dum bibi no ma no. Wadum.
Wadum no sti. E omu a just sneezing kakra bi be koso.
But the be problem an say on kasa den ti ya kasa den kakra.
Ah you mate.
Kasa den mai.
And you made it many age me ho kakra.
Adai.
Me timi nua no NDC for some more kasa naja. Eni je kakra wo. Because obviously by the way, Commander Sugar Factory say a year almost started operations. Me say 3 weeks ago. Momo ye announcement. See, I started.
Me who sa video na mo ye no be but Commander Sugar Factory ho asem ti me pese me di mani ko hwe ansa.
Aha. And then I make catch you.
Yeah, me
go started ye adwuma.
Pese me di adanse
ku. Na me nia ba ka na say the 6 months ni dua the sugar cane wo ho. And this it na ba mu mfie nwotwe. Enti omo nso so 6 months ahe ina omunya ya omo nso so antimi amfa nnua if any say sugar cane no almost started. Now almost started. So almost started. Sa initial we be no omokoye na omoko bie sugar factory na no somewhere middle of 2016 no. But you see chire ben and sugar cane ben in omo di produce say see chire bi na omo de buy no.
And there's all between to be a test run. And
exactly, it was a test run.
You sure say na ye sugar cane na mo dey and see chire na mo koto no store na mo de be chire yen say bia. Whatever it is. The radius say one factory penna in few watwe mutimi see no. Na a omo ntimi amfanye adwuma omo ntimi ama no amaso. Omo fie nwotwe one factory no crap no ntimi yan start anya adwuma no. Na adodankwa akufu ado apart from over 200 factories on west no. Wo de ba akọ no so enne eye adwuma. Ne na kire se abanpa eba eboa. Apart from 200 factories na mimi krom bunu east ahafo metimi abom yensa medi mani tu akwakohwe atebubu amantin starch factory eye adwuma tomato factory ye wo brekumi so mo produce sweet mama tomato paste wo market matobi me dia ye aduane wo ho eno ye adwuma me ba central region he ya anye bia me hu ba ku ye omko bie ne de ye pineapple juice die eku juice enti me ama for suya deku Ellen me di mani ehum yensa 5-6 years others wo ho other regions enye omo de ho de me nkoye ntimi ni hu adanse ne me di mani ehum na meka nso tira ba mu fie nwotwe oye one no kura wantimi ami yasia ba be wie no enti si ya ba
de hina masan be wie
meka commander sugar factory enye ya best ni started the age me hwɛ asɛm to sugar factory no afei do point na nneɛma ɛwɔ hɔ nyinara ase replacement ayɛyɛyɛ nti na make us NDC for no kwani nyame anim amoka sa ya na masere no matwam nti wo de mo man fa no nto hɔ ne yɛ kan yɛn economy ne ho nsensem ne nnie nti a ya bedu baabi a yɛduru apart from say yɛn nyinaa yɛ nigye imported issues ho no me nua bɛɛ ma ade baako nso a yɛnyɛ yɛ fiti me who's date kra me starting as a country yɛnyɛ yɛ ne sɛ ya yɛsika yɛsidi no yɛbɛ support no oh me hu de me say nka no yɛbɛ show this yɛde bibi bɛ hyɛ sidi n'akyi wiasim hasika ejina so a ɔkɔsoro ba from ɛmfa ho ne shocks koro ɛnhyɛ da nka no ɛyɛ the British pound meboa British pound then normally support British pound no gold so when English meaning say when sa video mo bi omo reserves are gold bars ayo sa gold no munya no he Africa Ghana ya two gold over 400 years yanka se ye beji ye independence ye go over 60 years ni 60 something years ni ye independent yen to gold reserves in gu yen bank da enso ye na two gold okruma we are say do baby no na Africa na Ghana na two gold I'm the last 2 years we were the highest producers of gold ye 2 year gold na yen paper yen polish yen nya ne hwe abo ne sa ne asesa ne akoton
but utie Aisha sama okana oka about the foresightedness of a leader where President Mahama in 2015 or say greenhouse project ewo afienya anamo dawenya
yeah ka yen sidi asem ni ntia ye sidi na bedu ha
so oka kire wo say nyabotre ele nyabotre oka kire wo say mema okwan but asem na ye ka no ono ka kire wo say omo enisuade hu onya enti na okofa sa greenhouse project no de bae senka mo to aso a into $99 million no ayakra no anka saska ni nyina anka wa ananya sa na woka
exactly
good
greenhouse no dua ahin oye ne sen ahin na bae ote ahin ina oton ahin
o se what the 1.45
greenhouse anya intos greenhouse ni intos nko na destabilize city ade destabilize city ni se wa to gold wo gold reserves na so city ni ye ni bi afei ena ban wei ede mraba se gold bia ye betu o Ghana ha ye ja 30% wa Bank of Ghana started top gold reserves sa agro we ya ye dia 2015 yeah 2015 so na yen dollar no yen see depreciate ya over 40% yen the same 2015 na eti adani cycle upa ma yen solve sa problem we next 6 7 8 years ye be se ba betina ha biom yen see the na problem ho ase depreciate biom starting president Kufuor so kai e na oye redominate mo kan say redenomination
2007
e na kwa ye 1 cedi to $1 eni ye dia ba be si ha ni ye betimi aye mini abe ma ye de be solve your problem one of them ni say ye nsusu ye gold na ye tu o ha no one ye be keep bi ni ye nsu ye dia support ye cedi ti say na British pound for no mo de ye no ye keep ye de 30% ye de mraba ya start ye sa de no unfortunately a medium term your friend say o start ye sa plan na hu so emfaso sesei but at least our cycle na ye could be every 5 years 6 years na ye see the not of ni abetra ha ni akasa ni asen asore kon sa cycle ye break it ti ene u bisa me say na abanye ya number 1 ye gold a ye tu Ghana ha ye see the 30% to ho ni ye dia support ye cedi eno ye 1 number 2 okay said 2008 NDC for Deputy Finance Minister
2008 na mo wa ben
the 2008 America year elections no one of your deputy ministers finance minister
are you talking of 2018
2008 as America president
2008 say mo na mo wa
president
2008 say in 2008 ya kwato aba so mama me
na o ka say NDC for
me ka ba 2008 ye ba be koya bato no NDC for one of your former Obeye minister, deputy minister. I remember the name. Obeye deputy minister of finance. Eke kan someone kokan say president Kufuor Ghana ha.
Fifi Gote.
Thank you. Waton your gold reserves na wo Ghana say na samre nya na gold reserves ni ye ni bi entu kaya okọ vet na ye kwaya na vet for deputy minister no omubusa no question say gold reserve be na e wo kwa president Kufuor akoton wadi o say man kasa ye mo fa nchebe mini say yenim ye nyina yenim NDC MPP ye nyina yenim say gold ni ye jabi wo kurom ha ni de so ye sidinim mo anye na nka oka so bi aton gold reserves ne saa no nka wo ba ye mfie wotwe na wo so atobi agu ho wa nto. Look at the economic issues amu go through. Mo anye any attempt. Samo beye enne obi aye. Oguso ye enso say ya mra hwe ye. Wona na mo ye. Economy na ne yesi wa wo se fundamentals na ye weak. The fundamentals na ye weak no. Mo de na mo ye ya mo di siesie ye. Anka ne ye meti ye ma medu situation we mu. Etimi nuanu NDC for mo tone it down. Na greenhouse project, Commander Sugar Factory amaso yeah, who so fast what? And with all the factories we have put in place, I feel and I'm a Commander Sugar Factory. I start here, judgment. I'm come one to no more meet me a judgment or one year. Near another one, also some matter say Bank of Ghana, almost debate two. Okay, last week, year meeting. Bank of Ghana, no more here. Sika Samsung na kwa kwatinase. Ama ye nyina yati I say cedi ne de I say you stabilize it. If you say you stabilize ya ye nyina ye ho ebekire so mo ama ya akwa say busumi we bedu no na sika bi a foreign reserve sika bi a ye hwehwe no mo de nyina ahye economy no na ama sika na agina yi eti se mini abema wo busa se ade no dem ye betimi a mejitum 100% say the way cedi ni si koni ntino ama ne ma ye to no ne bo ayedin mimiti ha mi kodwum enti enye easy sa. But say ye ni abre a ye siesie na ye pese eye stable na in the next 5-6 years yen san cause situation bi na ye ni anu ma ye asumpo adidi ma ye nya adwuma no e na me de ye me wawa na be ka tin say 2015 mo ye greenhouse project na ahia na de ba ye
Ellen, are you saying say niam ayete hu nei can this in a wa ban mu a ka say na be kasa
NDC na wa ban mu a samri na nche senka yakoba akumu dida ya sia ba mu biom. Then come. It's a simple thing. Say, then I'm the two. Then I'm to make sure that the fundamentals were strong enough. Ne buy and ne build it. I say me crap. I mean, when say President Kufuor don't say near more better somewhere you know obey. Ya buy most more your community day schools. Mo 20 something. And na ye kasawe. I buy way every year most of your community day schools. Am I use. Yeah, from 1940 something, I see a hospital, you heard the same. Tech maternity ward. A byway led by the Rebecca Foundation, first lady.
That is Konfanochi Teaching
Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Yeah, community, what can I say, maternity ward, they see for years, ye gusu ye. A lot of the projects are more, went to me, yeah, dear. And the project, Ben Amoya, will be a maybe. Hospitals ben na musi ya obi enwie ya na ya fa ye nsankan ya yesi yewie sika mu di fiase no kra mu ja bi wo ha ye de beto so most of these projects we have to refinance them enti sa asem na mo kase mo start project bi no obi enwie project ben na mo start ya obi enwie Commander Sugar Factory yewie ama one factory 8 years mutimi si ye no ama enti no kra mo enwie mu si dynasty machines kra mo fa bi ambegu ya ama mo so what are you talking about enti NDC de anko mo power Bray, ye come 8 years, including Dumso and Cry Maso. Ye done sumu for 2 years and above. Nina and ne yet hey, near Tihakania way. And then Uncle Mobay. Only if you are mayor. And into no more opposition, so they should continue to be in opposition. No more supporting creatively. Fa correct critique Emra, ne yentie. Na say more denigrate say ye dear. What dear now ye, yabe ye, juma.
Yabeye adwuma enti no se usikasem age ne ho na wo kopesika ba bi dia baba be hyemu a omo enim sikasem aka twese no ye artificial cushioning eno no enye no na ebe solve problem no e de amayen
ya artificial cushioning fit day one fit say ye take you over for 1960 or 1957 artificial cushioning ni borrowing say na ye si ahyehye ye economy ya nti ya ma ye ni anya den say ye pesi esesemu a eno na make na be cycle ye besi akwa ba bio ye be ba ye
okay
enti esi ebusa obia say wo no how are you going to break this cycle na maka catch on one of the things we can do say ye gold ye to bi me edugo na ye de she ye de support ye nsidi e ye one abai we na ye enti ndc for so nkyere ye sanka mo na mo wo power mo anka den na mo be ye mo so ka mo de be support city na ye nsan komma 5 years time ye nsan betra ha ya nyame ma ye nyina nkwa ye nsan ka se city depreciate bio ye ansesa ye fundamentals of the economy ni eguso na bibia ye kraba mini abema o kan so na mini mini aga na fo ni ye nyina mini be nyina ye beko enna meti asemi ma me were hoye
adan
uni se ye nyina ya ye dede buy made in Ghana rice mama who advert ya ye e wo made in Ghana rice ane me say me koto mu a the first time wa me hwehwe e ye mu a ya ye no ye no Ghana ha e say ye nuanom so mo mele rice o mo ye emo no farmers no so mo nya technology o mo timi ye no e polish wo ma na ye tese na efi abroche ni bi ba wo eti se wonim emo kro na wo hwehwe a ubenya perfume rice but made in Ghana wonim ni aye nkrofo ni bi aye anope na meti me rekora ho me ho wa brandy container no ana bag no ya throw made in Ghana tu nim se wa kogira store no wo to
made in Ghana
wo dane bag na chi a wo se ya bag bi aye throw components adekora e wo bag nim Vietnamese rice 30%. Taiwanese rice 20%. You say yeah, dia share rubber mu a made in Ghana. I'm gonna say you made in Ghana.
Oh.
But someone who says the same crop for made in Ghana nti. Ya kwa made in Ghana bag. In ye de abrofo de no. Egum ni ye ton ama Ghana for because in Ghana for any abre say ye pese di aye de. Make enkrofo ti Volta region mo aye emu esi ho ye nto obi wo north wa ye emu ho adwuma esi ho ye nto wa ye ni made in Ghana because wakwakofa we mahu say ye to made in Ghana de ni say sa de we enye ya ye Ghana for ne ye standards board for and then the question busa is the standards board for mu hu say enkrofo ye sa because it is a who deceive public ade na ewo mu no ne wo se eye no enye no a enti me nua no Ghana fo ne nyina ye wa problem omo ye sa ade eye nipa bonesem se obetro wo paper no so say ade me ye no Ghana ha sa enya mpa na ye sa nye importation of rice na ye de ba ne ye de local na egu ha ye nya po te se mo fa master hopo ni ato esusu akwakofa label say made in Ghana rice next time me twa sa company no makacho mo say me the pictures ma be cho me wura ho me hu ama me hu ne me nya me ho enti Ghana ni na ya na dwen say me kwa akoto emo me pese me to made in Ghana rice we restore ho ya tro wo bag no 5 kilos made in Ghana rice ba ko nu awie na obeda ne ho say na ye China podium
next time open original made in Ghana aya afre me
fro
why
na me wura ho me hu anope pa
because
enti ba ni ye busuafo nkasa wo ko to made in Ghana rice ha me sro dan ne bag no wo ho na hwe say mu na ewo mu na ya mpa e made in Ghana rice because you betro we chiri
me wo Ghana ni politician adamfo a or into rice production
muma ye nyina ye hu na ne enkoto bi won ho
honorable Kwabena Minta Akando
metododo
Kwabena Minta Akando ye kasa nei se wo ka che Akando say oma emo 25 kilos no oma be 10,000 bucks e chena no po bit me dem
enti e wa hina ye hu nto
e wo dwa so pa the only thing ne say esansa ne mo ne ye papa ne ntina manfo hu no che say omo hye wo million house wo to omo million wie kra no na che say na ko omo million kra na eko me ko Angloga e wo Volta region sabena me so for Reverend Father Tasiam of blessed memory not as me ko sra no me ba na me hu say baby a Castons was one who wanted to go for a quanus one. Brazil for be about beje as I saw her. And as I get to o my just as the best I had and so and on my dom. Now who send you see a some I hear from them hey Charlie when you beje but Ghana ni ko jumwa onya who made in Ghana no na wasan ho or pe the DC where you am on table anyway. So that Ellen me back. The baby say it is castle come there. Say baby it no any. yan twen just IMF no bansa ansa ne ho atoy kakra ba bisa Aisha so say di ba bia e wo sesi say NDC say yemfa kunya no ma wo mo na 2024 mba beto Ghana say ya ne no mba differently na o ma page free bia e won but before that my man Sadat is here man Sadat
no
Sadat
champion ana
Ghana vote here
Ghana vote
no mo say nyom
Ghana fon so kasa wo kire wadwen o Facebook
sa
ye wo kire wadwen wo pa
but omon kan say man you ashe Liverpool
obi dedicated show to crowd man you fans na
Liverpool
obi atabi show na ye wa ha no was man you fans na mfa
and we 6 o'clock news na me tweet here and I say Manchester United season starts tonight and Liverpool for no me na for no so omo na tibrofo no mbe chro ye keke ka de omo
ka ma jo chire wa fine
me hwehwe ya preko me hwehwe fifi boafo me hwehwe Charles Techibuadu Eco Brand me hwehwe no me amenia Sadiq Adam Sports Obama wo AC Milan won tra me hwehwe sankofo ni nyina me hwehwe omo nyina
o bo Liverpool
me hwehwe omo nyina na man you awu na Liverpool oh Sadat yanko
Liverpool shock fans nada
yanko boys na ko market ni nyina mo
and market nya de
say na ye win here ni agi DJ young boy what na chill masa ja
sikana ko waste sikana
boys na investment or my investment
a shit
who be chairman you achibet na ka kire yansa na ogotwa bet boys we pa
on tusu sanana
mo investment na ye kwa enti
ayokwa
Unim proud United ABA enti kwabra even say Sadat
nana
masofo mienu Reverend Father Hilary Agbenosi and Reverend Father Kujo Obin proud Manchester United supporters how me proud enumre how me sure so many beje papa enti man you for va you win bi a
ya ti ani ma enye team bi a Liverpool
say Liverpool ya guess dada ya guess dada enti Liverpool for na duro bi anka dem
obi an win
ba mo fifi boafo mo kan che fifi boafo say me hwehwe no me hwehwe fifi boafo me hwehwe Charles Techibuadu me hwehwe ya kan sen Eco Brand me hwehwe no ya preko me hwehwe Liverpool for nya but only Liverpool form di interest mumpie
ya de on Facebook chro
ya preko o anu a wosan de chro
o se mo ma odo ni ekan mo bia
odo ni kan odiem
cyberbullying is bad go ahead the Facebook page se mo get
Sadat yanko mami go ahead ya preko achro ya eko
na nkomo no ekoso o studio na Ghana fon so kire wadwen wo Facebook na Beatrice Adey o see ye show ni na ni gi show no ho pa o se na to aso Dominic Champon enso eduya ba betum o se Dr Brenya ejeso abatum piso aso o chia pa na Simon na Kwame Peter ya adwenkere enye didi atem to message me pa chia pa metwam mentumi enkan King Rashid o se hwem o hwe live from Temagov City o se na yawo editorial na o kan for special prosecutor ne filing no hono nyina at some point it's on point pa Mensa Pillar 2 also special prosecutor sani case we nya do betima reneda say auctioneer ekoso ewo obeye den also no special prosecutor can never win this case Abdul Karim Abdul Gafaru odwenso efitamale na ba also na ya kesseh he say Ghana ewo intensive care unit Ghana really need recovery in fact economy na da form say flat condolences enkoma dagbon kingdom also cheni nua Abdulrahim ene Abdulrahmana wonyina no wo Nkransa South mensini no emu Crespo from Fufuo osi guta fonto omubo na de na say omubo fu gidigidi a omaka cho members nyina say omba be lucky stores osi guta fonto omubo na nado obetimi de nhyehyɛ pagu apromo ma economy no asan ayeye biemenchia enkomo no manyamfo Benito wusu bio Adolfo Kofi na de we nso bae wo say nana special prosecutor manfo bu okrum ho no mo je double salary omo sankofo no hu omo ana into one for omo nkokota ensem asebi emu nhyada nyedu na nani abra ase no na opese oye hu adwuma Anthony Mensa was keep it up nana yawo we show nani je ho pa Anthony Mensa makai o message no salisu sechere utimantemu no de we nso efiri ebaye also my god inflation na akosoro na nya hanko a Africa nyina na se Africa nyina se ye serious ye inflation ye betumi aye ho adwuma a ene na agric sector no wo sempenifo de wo mani di akiri pa na wo jai se raw materials wo tu ye na wo export na wo jai se so jai se economy no ya de be ye ma continent ni nyina no so atumi afa ne ntoma pa de afira salisu sekire ene de no so eba ye Kofi Jau say obisa Aisha wo say NDC Hope City no maka ho asem no obisa say hefa na say Hope City no ewo Nana Kwamo Aboatin would we free Ablekuma Central say good evening Cardinal special prosecutor onye serious bako say
I don't know
Nana Kwamo Aboatin odena di no boss special prosecutor onye serious kra cases bebre ho no mo a wo say o sorry na wudi echi no wuti we simu na o sorry a watch letter actual na they be inviting or say the guy is a waste to public purse Dr. Kwamo Aboatin enso edie eno no Stephen Tufo message mean to me kan Hayford inti yeboa o say na yawo so we a politician and that's why a political party ukrum ha no mo the best place for you pan say obetena opposition because they come across opposition who bibia clear otie Aisha na say na Aisha pointing out problems no it's as if say omo ntina ba musuda na so problems are Aisha bobosu nyina no sa problem na brana mama di ade na problems na wo honom nti Aisha wonjai say all pointy problems no sa dan kwaku ni patete wode we free awuku breku o say ndra wono manyanfo Eugene oba bi si otwa modern police station bi de mamanfo sekire breku na wapa ho ntomo mani age pa omo chia no Dr. Baba Zambu master planner kintampo say ono na show no so dedicating nyina de ama Manchester fans no
on the show
Dr. Baba the show na che
sa
piaga so we live from Achim Asafo
piaga meteni ngacho
piaga show piaga me chao pa na say wose na yawo Aisha o hwehwu na Aisha ho ya ne fepo pa na so entro Aisha twa no ebroso Mame Abadanfo wose the cardinal nana Mame Abaso o chao pa
we ma sorry ba room
ni ma chao pa Mas Kwame wose please madam wose Ghana for money da hono pa na commander no sugar factory mo commission da ben obisa Aisha say commander sugar factory no mo commission da ben ena adenti na bra mo commission factory no production ankoso akusi se mu fira ban mu obisa say edien ene baaye enti a commission no factory no ka mo commission ye within a month musa tu musa mo ye maintenance works bi e wo honom mas kwa me misa Aisha e manesa mo commission factory no within a month na musa tu musa mo ye nsisi dwumadi e wo honom na edien ene baaye enti abra mo commission factory ni besi ne production bia ankoso e wo ho Philip Abansisi show no tie na wasresa piaga makan o message Kofi Jau o message no makan o say na ya the lady Kofi o message metwam na kwa me wo pasco nsewam wo so here live from Ayoko Lodge inside nsewam Ebenezer School o say na nei economy no de ogidie mapase na do obetumi abo am economy na say ye biem na 2017 any early 2020 economy no kra no na say na so na do tumi bon homode am economy no say ye biem ade nti na wontumi sanye biem say Ghana fonya gidie e wona na do one na ban mu na NDC kra bra na wote abedwa so no na pandemic eni honom Ukraine Russia ntokwa na ebi no honom na so mahama na bon homode akriti pandemic e de man ho dum so pandemic e na fe no ankasa na otwa no ho mu na Ghana voditi no endi se na adwene se obetima asa akotwa no ho asa aba se yensan to aban fama ne biemu di a ene na anya de be ye osiso the alternative is so scary and empty piaga message Ibrahim Bafo Apo o se cardinal Ellen obono homodin pa enchia enkoma Mary Kwame Apenti IT department NPP headquarters Dominic Champion na di we nso ba ye o se Aisha nsema woka no o nshadante ase wo se wati Aisha sa na sa se Aisha run about sa o nshadante Aisha se Philip Abane di we nso ba o se Kofi Juice na mo kan wasem no uko America se sia obenya biato buso wa America papa Stephen Tufo and the doing so a buyer or say NGC just talks no single solution Shelly nso so her live from Abisu kan see place Aisha o submission ni na amasa asama na you confuse more Shelly and dia no nso e buy na najawo Kofi Jawo se na na ya we oba ni kuro mu enkran kwanta 1D1F rice processing factory e koso gidi se Aisha so obo ombra enkran kwanta no ombra ono anka so fo nani enkran kwanta I think say
enkran kwanta e wo bono after doma
ombra no fo nani emba me rice factory ni say e bo adwuma gidi Dr. Babaza bu message na babedru medical akinkan dada ko mensa pilatu message no so medical king opanka king obro for na so obuo fu nti bro for na afrafra kakra menti ase nti
sada tu papa ni papa
nesa chro no foforo na fabra ibidura making kind ede amount kwasi prempe bonsu message mintumi enkenkan abahegan o say ampa mo na yeka ho asem de ye wo bebree e wo dwa so ye made in Ghana na so osuro says what the bon say made in Ghana for ntonto be hwe no na wo di another country na wo di another country din na wo di abon ho na so be hwe mu ano na ye Ghana ha ya e kama ko say Ghana for ne ye okrum ha na ya no wani enhye na nje ho NK brain so say na yawo as Helen e kasa no o interrupt ni too much manim flow
Helen etiabam
I was so interrupting it too much
cha ene de
Amisco spelele kaswa
donya binka
Amisco spelele kaswa say AK hawa kumsinto aso say despite the global challenges no o didie mapase na ado betimi de nhye pagua pono so economy no ebesan ayiye biem na nakwamo aboati ablekuma center say Aisha kan layo anyway best wishes to my brother Hakman Usu Ajiman Tescon president hopeful in Accra Technical University chapter na message etimi abiduru na mabbo so tew no
okay mate sadat me da se papa se ososo messages ya aba no ode yen afa ebi emu na kwesi asafo agi chese no serious club will play a Thursday night football. He said, when you serious cry. Dr. Mrs. Beatrice, we are fair day. Doc, who did just say that? Maybe you know. Man said that to Hamajun, who did I? Jabin Sawam, more anti-man you fooling in a Yanyamo. Equia crying we are fe. Oh. Sene awusi sire minti no akua this year punishment is obeto Manchester Jesse miensa nti fashe utrim eno no de eno no akua kran we afi obeto Manchester United Jesse miensa o punishment eno no Aisha maybe say a question bi ansa na yeko senka enei Ghana ato aba na se nema ti say ya na ato 2024 na wi na mo be wi ni a what will you do differently and any other issue after no person okano be pa chawo ekwanda ho
me da se pa but before me kwa no so no pese me rebate niama kakra bi a me nua Ellen e kan ye Ellen say almost 200 factories na NDC apart from Commander Sugar Factory YNC factory bia unim I'm stating it on record say there is no single factory by way AC from scratch factory say wo including a kunfi na omudi etu omhu etu ni na a private man factory e bia ni ho aban we NAC from scratch ni nyina e sika e na omudi a support private businesses na thrive e na omo atouting as omo project omo ba omo ka chese omo be see factory wo each district starting from scratch aside baby omuka chair say ombe side sika a support your masho masin no mo ejina ho na kan no nkwa nka yera John Dramani Mahama support a lot of businesses under the regime it is anka no and omo promise yanka and John Mahama did 1001 even the pharmaceuticals over 100 million Ghana cedis went into revamping pharmaceuticals including Phytorika. Old Peace FM. Old Peace FM. A lot of pharmaceuticals were revamped. A lot of factories were revamped under John Dramani Mahama. Na minya Ellen, what a Kumasi shoe factory. Wow, sometimes you can't say now. We should credit your listeners with some kind of intelligence, because Okachira may say Commander Sugar Factory pa, the people in Kumasi will be wondering, but say Papa by Oberry Vampik Kumasi Shoe Factory, Aveime Rice Factory, the Etwabo gas I may catch out say you did $1 billion shemu. MPP crowd no still promising one district one factory. Onti mean any investment into any factory close to the 1 billion Ghana cedis. Onti mean no single investment of the MPP or no crowd promising one district one factory. Waiting me even close to just Atwabo. Just Atwabo single-handedly. I say, you know, I say, and a Jomama then or DJ down and or the two Aquemu. Heritage Fund na Jamono. It was out of the oil proceeds. And the percentage at the two horse a trim and ne says he can MPP sorry if you are bemu na. Ahino muja was a sikana yedra John Dramani Mama. A jaya, a momo, ahino momu jamaye. Omwaba best spendi sikana spendi as a heritage fund nimu. Amomu di omunsa bom, and they don't even use it for anything profitable, because we see the president flying in expensive jets. Meanwhile, you see a niska. Your heritage fund na yera John Dramani Mahama na my friend incompetent so onye no. O giant sika wo heritage fund mu. Even in 2016, zero financing. I am borrow sika bia from Central Bank. John Dramani Mahama ni so ade hu. Single digit inflation in 2017. It's because of good foundation. I lay in 2016, 2015, 2016. I nenti mo beto ya yetimi multibi touting mo as semwenya single digit inflation in 2017. Afi o kasa no o se yesi 24 community day schools. On Google says na wan kasa Google says ya na hwe say napo ahino ka se handy over man. Ahe na napoka si handy over emano as the then Minister of Education free abemu ahe na handy over man. We handed over 56 completed fully, and more than 70 were at various stages of completion. Enti mo ka asem na mo nka no kranchire Ghana for, because we be free SHS kra ne nyama no won enipa na etete ho enipa hu. So be truthful to Ghanaians. Okay, so now coming back to the question. Say, and then I be different. Like I've told you already. To prevent all this importation, to cut down importation, there are a lot of measures to in place. I've mentioned the greenhouse. Me catch how the Atwabo gas, Ghana National Gas, single-handedly, Atwabo was able to save this country $300 million every year. That's that single initiative alone. Initiative Ben now after 6 years. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ready ato ho. I bet me amachi ato abo. Single initiative. I bet me amachi ato abo. The man John Dramani Mahama was a visionary. Niama bebre no ye.
Okay.
And such a person. Ofo se enko no onya extra 4 years can 4 years one. Enko nya mamade wo Ghana. There are a lot he would have done. Make sure maybe we are even trying to forget something, because John Dramani Mahama as a president had only 4 years. 4 years so. And not the year be brisa. So imagine if we had given this man another 4 years. And for what we would do different, he already started it. Unfortunately, Abanwe Ebejai BBM to ho. They didn't do anything. Aveime Rice Factory or revamp. Commander Sugar Factory or revamp. Kumasi Shoe Factory or revamp. Why do you think all your way na? These were totally collapsed factories. So, or the nini now back to life so that ebe cut it down on importation. Importation Importation is the reason tia. One of the reasons in tia, you see the keeps getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And like I've said, a buying way instead of focusing on actualizing a vision, no, the all ya ne say obey sloganeering. No. Yet hanumo nka one district, one village, one dam. Enke baswa, enka planting for food and jobs ya, yen hu aduane baby away. Enka ye bibia ya. Nke aduane ebuso. So unfortunately, one village, one dams ni nyina. Aye white elephant na egu ho. Because the only time aye nyan so e wo dams ni mu. Aye during the rainy season. Aye needing so to irrigate any of our farms because at that time in so to rainy season pe any nyan so meanwhile no dams no purposely no ye see dams so that during the times of drought and now dry season no ye betimi nyan so mu a channel akoye farms near their water ye farms and ebe ya ye betimi enya ye don ni number ye. Unfortunately, dams no and serve that purpose. Near ti kroma near interview how akumsi. Ye bisa ni sa denti na dams no. Enye dam, enye up to standard. Okacha say $250,000. Say no okacha $250,000 no. E den e betimi aye. Ne meaningful dam $250,000 ye dey meaningful dam. Someone ka just say mo be dug out. Mo ka just say mo be dam. So we were expecting to see a dam of standard. Most say yesika ye dug out. Ama ne nini na ye white elephant. The dam ma John Mahama cry ye no. And ne up to the ne iswo woman. That is what we call a dam in the northern region. John Dramani Mahama ye dam. Or no, nyamo ye cry one for two no ho. And so till date we benefit from the things John Dramani Mahama did. Than those who came out with all the slogans to promise us. Those who claimed they had all the best brains. Those who claimed they had the men. Today we are not seeing the men. Say area boys.
Men no.
Many area boys.
Oh, sir.
Area boys choboy. Omu nka hu.
I see.
Omu nka hu inti dia John Dramani Mahama ebe ye die we di kan ye. Ye nyaso effect in 2017 the economy was resilient. The reason why yetimi nya single digit inflation ye mismanagement, reckless spending, and by 2018-2019 no already no the economy was in shambles. Reckless collapse of businesses for whatever reason. Businesses like heritage banks got collapsed. No good reason was given to us than say or mu believe say or the fertilizer sika and they ho manson were caught and they see yentino or mu collapse bank no. Meanwhile no this is aseme work quarter yen mu asem no poni hu say odi for anaso odi bim. Me so mo collapse bank no just before even the judgment will come out nyaka say odi for no one judge in dada etime collapse bank in the name of you believe so this proceeds of whatever contract onya NAC yenti no mo collapse no thinking say mo ye no but what you didn't know they say the adverse effect ebe call against the country and that is what we are facing today. Too much vindictiveness. Say me juma enyina no be die engu. Too much selfish interest. And amane ye wo bebia ye wo yi. But like I've said, Yera John Dramani Mahama, oba ye no this kind of vindictiveness, enye no eno di bebu man. Inti yes, things were a bit difficult. Helen kasa no okasa about Doomso. We all know how Doomso started. Under Kufuor, there was Doomso. How did Kufuor solve Doomso? Kufuor assembly pastors ekwa akosombo dam. so mo common pie near nya light. That is how I solve it doom so. Na se doom so and so at the time so near catch and say your population increase until I was saying to me increase generational capacity. When fi na se John Dramani Mahama na ni ti anye ye. Na at a point your population increase ya ma intimi meet supply intimi meet demand na doom so aba and then mo say onu no create doom so. Be truthful to yourself because when you say sa asem na enye no kre. Doom so started. In fact, from 98 Jerry Ebefi Abemu. And na koso modam ere me boa. Amo bibiri nya ntechi kra fa anya nyom. Sa koso mo kania.
Oga say to nam die.
Oh, e ha na me beto nyom.
Na nya na woka. Because akoso mo kania na to en wa anto se dum so aba.
Wa anto se so sa time na akoso mo awe ayenya nsuo e no fa ho de because sa time ne
sabre no mom no. Na nkane ne gina so nti no say akoso mo nkane ade sakra mi sina me mpane kane ne gina so hirei
whatever but 98 akakakra Rollins be fi abemu ana doom so start out because na akoso mo are
enti Rollins na de doom so bae
one na de doom so bae ana make sure say akoso mo we ya na inso ento kufu apeso ye ma ye warning say population increase on starting near increase generation.
Okay.
Yeah, increase capacity because population increase. When fee for 8 years. No ja hokoye.
Okay. And mobile.
And a buy. How do you expect say that then 16-15 million population are now used to the single Akosombo Dam?
Okay.
So, grow from 16 to 25 million. The same population they use the same Akosombo Dam. Near betimi a sustain ye. Was it that possible? And so your vision as Maya as the population is increasing. Now you're increasing generational capacity to meet the demand of the population. And then you're akufado onim share about doom so. So Helen had the tune who saw no mass of doom so. And then I'm way far. And then part of mutimi ya fa dum so single megawatt omon fanka ho and the population keeps increasing by now Kranka was here started the measures how to meet the next demand and so the na and ye hwenim say be serve the next na say next time send this ba na say dum so ba say so am send the dum so aba. You recklessly leave the thing down to get to a point then you blame your successor say on why and by now what started cry at the generational capacity ka ho a nka yanso ye ba ye ho ba hin ti say na John Dramani Mahama cry plants ba ye na wutimi di to ho say wo no solve doom so you don't even know how doom so was solved. Nka wo ye bia nka next aban oba no so ne ho ba hihan no so da bi wo de wo fa bi nka ho obi mra no meto problem no
so ndisi mo de mo nye bone da o musa say ndisi mo nye bone da o
yanka se enye bone da abe bia ni ho a
because ye ka dum so asemi
yes
Ghana ni bia na near fika at least in the last bia 10 years what the Ghana politics him said President Kufuor time na dum so ewo ho
pa
entimo kaya President Kufuor kofa gensets bi e de ba oman mu sa genset no e ba be ye adwuma boai ba President Kufuor kono na dum so nte se de na momo kono net ewo ho no o see ye interest dum so free Rollins abreso but I can tell you on authority say na ye ka say Ghana doesn't have problem with generation capacity. We have it in excess.
As at time being.
As at a necra me no ka say.
Enti Dramani Mahama plant no the buy and ye shut it in that one. Nana ya okesi ye beti nya light.
Why will you shut it down?
So we say Ghana any problem with generational capacity. So those things are generating power amaye. Enti no chese no Dramani Bahama buy a waste. We have the generational capacity.
Did you hear that from my mouth?
But that's what you just said, sir.
Really?
We didn't need.
Okay, Matthias, argument. I say, and as well, yen keep President Mahama the plans now the buy no. Na yen shati akuso more. What would have happened? I thought you said.
Yen shati akoso mo.
Meba.
Now Akosombo alone
Meba.
isn't enough to meet the population.
Aisha,
Akosombo, as at the time I see Akosombo, we were only 6 million. And I can say,
Meba Aisha. I thought you said a while ago, say, Obi ya, no be bad, no be at waso.
Exactly.
And yes, I can.
Exactly.
I just had a making. Missy.
What's the we need any generational capacity? So from what you are telling me, no, all purchase and can Akosombo was enough.
Okay. Man said na you me say enne I me no tia here ka say. We don't have problem with generation capacity. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, said na ye ni
me
problem with so ebia na me na manti ni ye. But enne dey see any generational capacity because of into tia era John Dramani Mahama. E dey to ho enti na make a tell no. Because we don't have generational problem today but every a leader with a vision no say in the next 2-3 years we may have problems.
Okay. Mami tell you about Ellen so na fe ye hwe bibia e beko Ellen brem.
Problem MPP ye kan. Na ya picture so say problem ani ye nya ne say. Na ye ni sika ye dey to gas and ye dey to oil na ye dey power ye niema. It was as simple as that. And this year, breath, ya can. Say, if anything, doom so ya, near Bria can hear you doom. Sikani yeni, Mukaya. Gas na free Nigeria ban. Okay, so almost close you off because
Mushati plant na mu use Sikan
and and our refi
plants na John Dramani
almost say a force majeure or say a force majeure and yes the country on mutu in fact just to be fair to them one can't just what the cow or say pipeline no ankasa a West Africa gas pipeline no ban and that problem be about a force majeure
the problem in the maye problem in the maye da sumu infie miensa infie num no ho that problem no okay ate and I buy a problem the force majeure ne bi nsi da yenye maintenance for gas pipeline also yenye hwe. It's a matter of maintenance, it's a matter of sikasam. Anyhow you arrange your things, no when you sika e ato gas na all their power of plant no. And to send your kasa to send your plant no ex-president no or the bottom sika in the kokotoy. E Ghana sika no the kotoy into Ghana property.
And so say
just like how a friend is President Kufuor who kasa all kon one for buida why na start here. Why na start buida? Why na pay who sika buy? Et obi e kwa odi ka ho. Na say ya kan dey senka President Rollins on one fa bianka ho because Akosombo no nkroma na ye. It's right at the time na mo mu power na ye won yema no wo ho. Mo kwa fa plants no kra buy kwa sika mo de beto oil ne gas agum kra na mo ni bi. Ifien sienie sa dum so katayure na ye ko mu na nkrofo businesses egu ye no yakobi mu anamuru afi edum so ayetimi dum kan ya 2 weeks edum so a wo ye friends costos e wo krom ha nyinara gu ye asema na omane ye ka no na se yatena krom ha mfie nsia na ye go through sa process no a wo se mo solve ne wen mo solve ne sen and you do so we ya na ma mo minister kwatena afie me ya me papa Blue East MP Congo ono e sini East na sini
Congo
ai and you do so na ma no kwatena afie enti ensem mi wo ho a there's a benefit of history gusu wo ho nyame aye adom ye nyina ne yete ase 2013 2012 2014 2015 ne nyina yete kurom ha ye hunye history no so wo ho saa ye ko ye nim kopin se nyame be fere enti dum so ne de mo ye den you simply couldn't manage the situation yen ya manage enti eno no na nchen ye betimi aye ye senia economic issues se ba ya mo ho kire mo you couldn't manage the situation sa
na den
sa na tie mo ni any other option bo ba be kan kire me say one district one factory na yen ya ye no enye aban dia na private individual
muncha me ba kwa ye mu de
aban no de sika wura mu na one district one factory say yaye nan obi eseme wa asase me government who can say wo di sika beboa yen ama yaye one district one factory mabeji sika eno no say ya aban dia enya aban sika na wom enti asem na kan menti ase yes over 200 factories omu nyina ko Ministry of Trade one district one factory secretariat ekokoji sika every year you start from scratch o say enya aban dia na aban aka cho so no paper training for himself ada kona ko kan your policy document wo your manifesto no you see about every district you need private individuals you be can bom public private if anything factories aban omu nyina abeji loans wa aban na mo musika e na omo aye enti se mo ye bia nyeme na manso mo ye bia mo meka ne yentie e na aka se mahama ye thousands of them thousands na wa he sihi e wo he ye timi a kire ye de me ma nye bia me se me de mani mienu akwa akohu miensa me ba bia me free ma hu bi enti se mo so mo ye bia nye den kire yen it's as simple as that let's get out ni yehu me de ne minim ne se mo ye ba ako enu kura mu anwie ye ne ya be wie ama mo eye adwuma it's as simple as that me pa cho busa question bi ye call break no say going forward and then aban eye ni aban ye na o ma Bank of Ghana for mo come policy meetings in the buy your short term measures your medium term measures your long term measures short term measures ni say o mo be pompi sika ewura system nim na ye di so yen sidi nim medium term measures ba ko na me de me kan enu hu ne hia me en ni say ye gold ni ye di bi egu krum ha ni ye kipi na ye susu ye de support ye nsidi long term ni say nyina ye sesa ye taste for foreign niema na ne ye wo krum ha no at least ne ye wo ha no mo ma ye nto ne ye nyusu say ye de no anso ye ne be ma obi di bia be ka ho amaya excellent by ensesa ye mu egu ho a ye nto na ye see di bifi abrochire by long term issue ye see ye pesa na ema ne ye hwe na tax rebates a ye de ma companies na ye ka mo bo Labianca asem so mo ye mo editorial no Labianca nye ono nkwa na ya ma ne tax rebate okrom ha enti mi say anope me kan me say I can be a special prosecutor so ko akire 10 years ago
or they also started 2015
yeah 2015 on starting free ho ye hwe omo a companies ahe ena GRA emo tax rebates muma yen kan so hu se GRA nso so emra ne ma GRA kwan se me de ade afri abrochire ba me import ne ma ba me timi ko GRA ho for se GRA foi me de ne ma ba be 4 years emra ne ma me kwan se me nkonko gi rebate munti so ma me munti me tax ye emra no ewom emra no so ma commissioner general no chance your friend discretionary power ni ono hwe e fata wo no emra no na ama na sa kwan no mumye nkai sa niema we nyina se wo ho enti companies bebrebe na omu nyina omu go through no special prosecutor anko no fo mu nyina amra company A company B say na say yankofa auction here mamra no I wonder how he's going to get the documents but eja so no ye lawyer ni ntie hwe enti sa yanko hwem ni ye hwe say Labianca nko a eni e ma ne tax rebate awantua ni nyina me awantua ne de enti na Labianca ama ye 1 million Ghana cedis no omu nyina ye ngige ye wi a long term solution to your problems say ye check sa mra no so mo krania ma ba no say bi wo Ghana ha ne ye no wo Ghana ha enti say ye ma ne tax rebate no de ba ne de ne price no wo form na me produce bi wo Ghana ha no e wo so cardinal me de ka fruit juice me de beba me was small fruit juice company
and they wo LNA Mate
na me started in 2007 yep I say jam call me initial with me home science or University of Ghana na me papa export pineapple me papa ye kuani ti me ba pineapple so mu twa wi ase no na masesa na eja me dey start say osua osukun ti na me dey ye practice e na me yes fruit juice no card na oni ne ya wo and then me bottle back 330 ml me turn 10 cedis and so me do store no the same pineapple juice from South Africa ba you turn 5 cedis cardinal who rush shop ho ha obeto me dey 10 no
men in the oil
because on when your tax rebate yate so ama no me so media me ye wo hey pineapple no price production costs enti me say me pineapple no me ye no on order nia onim me a onim say ella ye good products so ko ye na ye fro ko ye ni program ella me pebi eja o man ko pension na ma frɛ daddy obi onipa we pewe ni ya produce ye nyensi ho because ye si wa e be ye nka saa man kitinkiti we eno ena ha yen structure of your economy na see esesa no ni ye no the other way round se ni onu mo di free abrochire ba na se onu ne de no koso na me produce ha me de ne ba fom me your companies are Ghanaian companies are hin nya tax rebates na oni ni ya hom even omo so mo produce near ma home your companies so obetua tax ni so say ya wo ba mu foforo as a new company foreign company ya ma tax release bebre already in 5 years 6 years na ya so 10 years na ya so no assessor ni din no aye re-registration of the company etie won krofo bi omo ye adwuma wo krom ha omo enjoy tax reliefs all through profits ni na agu omo bottom na ne ya ne se ne ono nye Ghanaian no sa ne profits ni na so no wase assessor ne dollars no did nyina akọ any e friend capital flight eti de bia ye sidi no pressure da no so me na me ye adwuma wo krom ha me produce obi ama me tax rebate obi ama me tax relief de bia enye me ne gina me so a GR ne gina me so hwe Ghanaian businessmen mo amhwe ne omufam eti long term ye pesi ye sidi ni gina yi a ese say structure ya ye wo 1957 a de bia ne ono ya foreigner na odi bamu ne de ni ya ma ne tax relief ya ye team inside ne de ye mayen enti ama say production eye nipa bebre ya ye nyina ya da ne buying and selling na ye nyina ba akokra ne ma aba efi se me na me produce ha de bia na me sika ehye enti long term ye pese ye nsidi no ejina yi a sa ye structure our production ye niama wa han obi oye bibia o ha bia o boka no ese ehwe na nsem mi ko dwom kopen tomato ya onim se Chinese for na start ye kente ye kente no traditional kente na ye no obonwire no ne Volta region omo awia ye pattern no e no omo de ba to question amimi busa National Council for mo kan say culture and National Museum sa ankofo na so omo bo ye heritage ho ban no aden na ele wo so mbisa Ghana ni ba no a okotwa so ne se de nko na wo China kente wo afi de kente so kente ne bo no wo fom bo wie de ye 9 million 10 million papa kente papa cry no cry ne wo fom me bo a ebi kura bo agin sense a okwa China de 100 cities e ba ni se problem no cry se me dia be my ba nse no mutimi di wura mu adenti na niema bi wo ho a yemmo ho ban kakra kente nsuso kente design kente eno so China for
e kente no kwa nyem nwanwa se ma hu China ni a wo chi gari
ni ni a o ton e ba kokra misumi obi nso na o chi we oko ebe wa chi omo beton friend is koko hausa koko
bare you see
ebe so ni eton
ebra ye nyina ye ka se oman no mu ayeden ho kire ye no mo ma ye nyina ye so enti ase se saban na duru ba bi no wa na adwen se obenya ahoden de abahete a ye ntaa ban achi hwe
ma ban so mu behu ne ebe ye no wa ha
meba ko Palace Mall West Hills Mall ba Accra Mall Anambra Junction Mall Marina Mall Achimota Mall ko China Malls neko ye friends e Malcolm ne ade wa ha neko hwe products egu on say emududu common ensio sister common ensio kra bottle water kra na ye obi organa your specialized in nuan organa no opa common ya makeke nyina akọhwe say emududu say na bon ensio kra ton organa o man ben na betime bie ne ponato osa o man ben die nko a Ghana aja mapon den apesa o kentwa to mapon
esele nenya onim problems no because no can answer oyenya ehu problems no one do initially she is failing to admit say problems for her wo ho I was see etime hwe ne sisi anokwan ni enya solutions it is so no etime identify problems ni bidi a okwa onko kan kire ne nkrofo no how to help solve some of the problems yesidi no eho beto no kakra na de meso metimi aka de atwa to krakrakra ne say Ellen akasa bebre. Kasa tintin entoponko. Nkasa na etoponko anka. Esidi na ho oden ka ejina yie. Enti the whole issue is sidi na ho oden no. I expose government way. You say the end justify the means. Enti say we explain the means ni kire yen dan ma. End no, the current state of the city has exposed the means. Say, look, means no, enye papa. Enti, me so me di manu esi.
Ele mapon why? Mapon
means ye papa o say enye papa o. Ye start here omo so ba omo nto aso. Gold na ye toto no. Daachi bi 2040 something. Omo babaka. Mo ma meton reserves no. Omo to bi ngu ho. Na 100 years from now, yensu si be si bia yen vote. Ni aka say Ghana gold ni yekipibi. Na fiti se mu bedi so fiti Rollins me so be si gold kura ye ni bi. Ye ni gold wo kurom. Esu ye 2 gold.
Monkoda, mukuru no mo twem, monkoda. Aisha Al Hassan, a member of the NDC's communication team, and Ellen Amadek, who's a member of the MPP's communication team. I want to enumerate no more education. Come on, your friend and I kesseh. Ubetimi Afrem the Cardinal, Isaac Odro, Patricia Sefa Fisher, Elizabeth Jean Prince, Bafo Asamoah, Samuel Apia, and Afi Man Sadat, Womo and a Sheshe, and a Medihuchiame. There are some Jamunina Mukui, Monconete. Boys are moye investment so ene kuruma nya de nyehwe DJ Young Boy kafra nya de bia na be investment a ubenya a return on the investment ene akwatia wa fa na sa bare bia wonte ya mekai wo se ene nwumre Manchester United ya twi Liverpool achi ewo abo so 2-1 ya hye wo ntie de omupu until see no mbebo biom no 2-1 it ended makramo